world change. Yeah, I tried and failed. I seen my best friends jail, but betrayal was the real pain. Damn, the world changed. Look, I built walls around the house, networking. All these bloodsuckers, I just hope this networking. Soul searching, broken hearted with my chest hurting. But I was gifted with the best curses. I'm suffocating and my weight keep fluctuating. I showed love, how the you hating? Damn, I'm the greatest, but that's unrelated. I either overstay my welcome or I'm underrated. Lately I've been trying to wake sleepers. The fake woke and the gatekeepers. Too shallow for big fish, I stay deeper. We all gotta meet the same reaper and the same maker, even if we never touch the same paper. Made enough for a surplus quotas, but the money brought us much closer. Used to be silent when they load up. Remember that? Now they sit around and upload them. I swear the world changed. I swear to God the world changed. Used to tell her that you love her, now you can't even remember that girl name. I swear to God the world changed. The world changed. Sometimes they call me Lucifer. Talk about you do this and that. Ain't none of that they're new to us. Acting like that you pop off. No damn well that you grew to us. Been in my own lane. Carry you like that do the truck. Trend following. I'm surprised you just now catching up. It's my way or the highway, baby girl. I'm not a settler. Don't play with my kind. I'm out of my mind. I promise it get pitiful. They love me. I promise I do the bare minimum. My people, they say that I'm underrated, but it's crazy. I'm steady to killing them. Can't ride my wave, I'm flipping them. Come up for some earth and I'm dipping them. I'm so sick of all you. Weak. Lame. Sick of being so humble, man. It's dead for that, man. It's 2023. Maniacs. Who? Die. Talk about, man. All I wanna do is talk. I can really give up. Even when I'm down bad, yeah, I know how to bounce back. Cause you know I got her. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta. Back up, cause it's on this old train line, I'ma get it done. Now I got the party jumping like it's double dutch. Then we spun the block, came back, double up like, ooh, I gotta,
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Baltimore Ravens. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. You look at this Baltimore defense. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
They absolutely have to avoid the penalties, have to walk that line between being aggressive.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost...
Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Richardson. Throw out right, pulled in by Downs. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snaps, and they're there, and they end up making the play.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now 2nd and 9. Richardson looking to throw. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. When you look at this defense, they're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defense coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Richardson looks to throw once more. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Touchdown! Josh Downs with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Here's a 2nd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first. The Ravens at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
I don't think that run was anything that was designed, but when his reads were blanketed, as he went through his progressions, all that was left was for him to run and try and pick it up himself.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
2nd down and 8. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Flush to his right. He'll throw complete to Gus Edwards. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. The fullback dive held up short. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Richardson now on 2nd down. This one completes Alec Pierce. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
Pierce spent most of his rookie season in the Colts starting lineup and accumulated just under 600 yards with some big plays downfield. Expectations much higher for his sophomore season.
The slot man in motion right. On 1st down, Richardson. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Richardson looking to throw this. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. What a nonchalant with a throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back. unsuccessfully.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on fourth. Here's Richardson to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on fourth down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Well, it's kind of fitting. A couple days ago when we met with him, I said, what is it about your running game that's so effective? He said, I like to tag myself as elusive. He was pretty elusive right there.
And his teammates appreciate that because they know they don't have to hold their blocks for very long, as one of them told us. If I just breathe some bad breath on the guy in front of me, that's all I need to do, and he's gone.
It was Kwity Paye who made the stop coming off the edge.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down and 6 now.
Let's go.
Jackson now. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They got to get to the 23 here on third. To throw is Jackson. This is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Richardson to the air on first down. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
That's a really good job in execution. They avoided the flag downfield and avoided giving up yardage for free. Really good coverage.
Here's second and 10.
Warriors 17. Top low 18. Ready.
Richardson. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now you get to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Setting up the screen here to Edwards. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll throw on first down with Jackson, escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
We changed it.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's got it. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. McKenzie now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. First and 10, it's Richardson. Flushed out right. Look at the big man rumble. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Come on.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
19 tight. Ready.
Richardson working from the gun. He'll let one go deep for downs. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10.
70 Ranger.
From the shotgun, Richardson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Throwing is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down.
Well, he didn't get much, but he didn't need much. He got just enough on that play. The pressure came, but they allowed him to escape, and he got to the sideline and got out of bounds, picking up a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he slings one that's incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Jackson on first down. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis. The Ravens send their punter out now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. McKenzie now to return it. And that'll go as a 57-yard punt with a return of 12. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
to the right and complete to Pittman. And Pittman going to have a Colts first down as he'll get this down to the 47-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
70 Timberwolves.
And Richardson looks to throw once more. That is caught. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready.
There, Richardson back to throw it. The short throw pulled in by Woods. Calling a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Let's go now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
18, 5 in.
Richardson looking to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Up the middle, here's Edwards. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now 2nd and 3. They run once more with Edwards. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, here's Edwards. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Trying the right side with Mitchell. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big run. Touchdown!
Isaiah Likely, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens look like they're about to put an end to their two-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And
well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman, 74 yards. And the Colts get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Colts 14. Matt Gay to kick off for the Colts.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're in control here as they start first and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that two-game losing streak. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 15-yard line.
And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a third down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. This time Jackson will throw it. And that is incomplete.
partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Here we go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, The second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Richardson out of the shotgun. And now here is another interception. And the Ravens will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that's going to be incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line.
Come on.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 18-yard line.
Now Richardson. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
In motion goes the tight end.
Trap 60. Ready.
On first down, Richardson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
A gain there of 21 yards. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Now it's Richardson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he gets it to the Colts' 17-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Big run here in the 4th as they continue to wear down this defense.
And that's when the offensive line coach clicks onto the headset and says, head coach, offense coordinator, let my guys fire out and hit people. We're wearing them down. Let's finish them off with the running game.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the Colts 17-yard line.
Again, it's Edwards. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Up the middle, it's Edwards. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's
so the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I tell you what, I can't remember a deep.
I ain't tripping, this is easy. Easy, got 'em excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got sheets.